Hello, my name's James Strawbridge and I'm a chef from over in the UK in a place called Cornwall. I'm also really into sustainable living, growing my own food, foraging and lots of traditional cooking skills. I'm very proud to show you the Artisan Kitchen. Now this is out in the US on the 8th of September and it's a book all about the science, practice and possibilities of everything from outdoor cooking to fermenting, curing to bread making. In here what I've tried to do is start at the basics with the principles of some really quite geeky science around all the sort of different ways of cooking. And that could be from dehydrating to making butter. I also cover things like confit, cooking slow and low, making sourdough and real bread. And one of my favourite sections right near the back here is cold smoking, hot smoking and outdoor over fire. And that's things like a clam bake inspired by New England, some real good old-fashioned brisket and some more British sort of traditional ways of curing and smoking. This book has been a project really for me that's brought together everything I believe about good quality food, which is taking your time, slowing down and trying to bring together your family by doing things from scratch. Now, at the moment, when we're all trying to stay at home a lot more, I think it's really important to enjoy the process of cooking as well as a tasty plate of food at the end. So plenty of ideas in the Artisan Kitchen to keep you busy over the next few months. And today I'm just going to show you one example, which is how to pickle or ferment homegrown cucumbers. So I'm going to show you how to take a beautiful cucumber and preserve it by fermenting or sour pickling it. Now, the benefit of this is massive on the palate and how good it tastes, but also for your gut and sort of for your general health and well-being. Now, fermented foods like sauerkraut, which you'll find in the Artisan Kitchen, are full of beneficial bacteria that are really good for your gut, and they also taste fantastic with a sour part of the palate, so it really enhances the flavour of lots of food. I've got all sorts of fermented foods I like to play with, everything from fermented sauerkraut that you can then dry out and turn into a seasoning or a powder. You can ferment fruits, drinks, all sorts of things. The basic way of doing a pickle is dead easy. I'm going to show you in a quick couple of minute video. This is one that I've already done. And in here you can see the bubbles that are being given off as part of the fermentation process. Now in here, this is one that is about a week ahead. You've got a beautiful aromatic flavour from all of the herbs and spices, and the cucumber is nicely fermented. I'll try that in a minute. But you've got basically cucumber, which I'm going to slice. And you could use quite a retro crinkle cutter for fun. Don't make them too thin because you want to have a bit of texture. Now, growing cucumbers as well, growing your own food, is something that there's plenty of time to try this autumn. The benefit of it is not only you're saving money, but it gives you something to do when you're stuck at home. So I've got my cucumber. I like to ferment with a 3% brine. So I've got water, I've got some sea salt flakes. So I'm looking for 15 grams. Now I much prefer using sea salt for when you're fermenting because it doesn't have any sort of anti-caking agents and chemicals that you get from refined PDV or table salt. So get a good sea salt, mix that until it dissolves, and you'll see here I have a load of aromatics. Now, a good pickle that's great on a salad, a burger, really takes on the flavour of mustard, peppercorns, some red pepper, garlic and chilli, and some bay. The bay helps keep the skin of the cucumber a little bit firmer as it's fermenting. Okay, so I've dissolved the salt in the water to make a brine. All you do next is you take your cucumber, some of these lovely aromatics, a couple of allspice berries in there as well. Get it all in here with your brine. then one of the key things you need to do next is make sure they are submerged, okay, because you don't want them in contact with the air. And the way you do that, a little piece of baking parchment and a weight of some sort, whoops, pop it down there, leave it covered but with enough room for some airflow. Oh, last bit, quick, so now I'm running out of time. A couple of bits of dill or fennel, they're delicious in there as well. And that then, if you leave for about a week, ends up, wow, that's a good whopper, as a decent cucumber fermented pickle. Cheers and good luck.